Hello parents, my name is Corey Wellmaker and I am your child's AP Biology / research teacher for semester 2. If you go to the eClass page, you can see that I don't use eClass. Please see the daily log to get an idea as to what we do every day, upcoming important dates like upcoming quizzes, upcoming tests. We've started this semester looking at finishing up Unit 4 from Semester 1, but then I'm also allocating a large chunk of time in January so that students can work on their science fair project. The expectation is that students will present their research before spring break, so they're required to submit what they have on January 24th, but they have up until spring break to actually present their research. The reason I need for them to present or to submit on January 24th is because I need to identify around 10 to 12 projects that we want to send to the county competition, which is going to be held on February 24th. The vast majority of students, though, are not going to be selected to go to the regional fair, and that's okay. The expectation is that they continue working on their research through February, through March, and present sometime in April before spring break. So in addition to working on research, we're also just continuing marching through the AP Biology curriculum. If you open up the syllabus, you can see that not much has changed from last semester to this semester. The big difference is that the end of the semester, so sometime in early May, students will take the EOC Milestones test, and that will count as 20% of their grade. The EOC Milestone grade has historically helped students class average. It is a challenging test, but it is not as nearly as rigorous as the type of assessments that they're used to, the College Board assessments. The EOC Milestone test typically helps students with their class average. We still have our mastery category, so this is going to be your unit exams and a lab report, which will count as half of a test grade. And then the progress is just going to be things like practice FRQs, CER reports, graphing, data analysis, quizzes. And I think that covers it. The other big thing is that our exam is on May 10th. I believe it's going to be administered here at school at Peachtree Ridge. And the biology exam is in the afternoon, which it hasn't been that way for a while. Typically it's in the morning, but it's going to be at 12 on May 10th. It has no bearing on their class average. They won't get the results until, I think, early July. I guess the other thing that I'll mention is, and I've told my students this, is that I'm going to be out for a good chunk of February on paternity leave. We will be having our second child sometime in late January, early February. So I do plan on taking some time off. My students have been made aware of that. I have an entire sort of asynchronous Unit 5, which is genetics and heredity. I have an entire Unit 5 ready to go. They're going to be able to access it on the daily log. And we're going to have a STEM resident here, Miss Ragland, who's going to be here with them every other day. And she's a content area expert. She has, she's trained in biology. She worked at the CDC. So she's going to be able to provide, the content knowledge needed so that there aren't any gaps due to my absence. But the plan is for me to be out for a good chunk of February. I'll be back in March, ready to deliver the Unit 6 content. We'll do Unit 7 sometime. We'll finish Unit 7 sometime shortly after spring break. And then Unit 8 is going to be, and I always do this for Unit 8, it's going to be a flipped unit where we'll spend maybe 2 or 3 days in ecology, but most of the material is going to be sort of self-taught by students. There will be learning modules that they receive to help guide them through the unit. but it's, Unit 8 is a lot of middle school biology. It's food chains, food webs, predator-prey relationships. It's concepts that are much more intuitive for students. And so that's the plan for the rest of the semester. If you have any questions, comments, if you want to meet, if you want to talk over the phone, I'm open to any form of communication. My planning period is fourth block. So if you want to meet, fourth block typically starts at around 1, depending on whether it's a Pride Day or not, but let's just say around 1. Or I'm available after school from 2:10 until 3. I'm available in the mornings. I'm available, via phone or email anytime. So thank you, and I look forward to a productive second semester.